to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Owen Hayes. You're watching Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented to you by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor. It's the 19th of April, Saturday morning, and yes, we are live, and we'd love to hear from you. Call us up on the North American Metals hotline. It's 503-548-6777, and there has been no shortage of folks out there chasing spring Chinook around this week. We'd love to hear what you saw, and maybe you're out there now. We'd love to get you on the line, because if you are with a live report, you will go to the front of the line, so don't be shy. Like I just mentioned, though, it is the middle of April, peak time for spring Chinook fishing. Now that the Columbia is closed down below Bonneville Dam, I'm not familiar with what's going on above it, so let's just leave it at that. But below Bonneville, it is closed now. That 3-day opener was very interesting, to say the least. This upcoming segment, in our report segment, we'll talk a little bit about that, but we will talk about, of course, what is open, which is the Willamette. And we're going to do a little bit of that this morning with our in-studio guest, which is David Johnson from David Johnson's Guide Service. We're going to talk spring Chinook fishing. We're going to talk about right now, right? What his plans are, what is a good plan to make, where you shouldn't be, how you should or shouldn't fish them, because the conditions have changed pretty quickly on the Willamette. It is now, for the most part, Lake Willamette. Unless you're up close to the falls or in the Oregon City area, that current has pretty much died. There's a lot of places that had flow early in the week, and now with the Columbia backing it up a little bit, has certainly changed a lot of the places that people have been either bouncing on shelves or utilizing that current to their advantage. That has disappeared. So things have changed, and we'll talk a little bit about that this weekend as well when we have that opportunity. Then, after that, we've got Grant Sheely. We're going to check in with him from the Columbia, or excuse me, the Willamette, chasing fish this morning with clients. I believe he's in the Oregon City area, but we'll find out. That's where I was yesterday, watching a bunch of really, really, really good fishermen not catch anything. It was a very frustrating day yesterday. Even David Johnson only got one yesterday. We are human. That's a whole other thing. But look, all these years, he brought me in a jar of eggs. I've been grinding on them forever. I'm looking forward to using them this week as well, as long as they don't get eaten by the wrong species of fish, which is another story that we'll get to at some point in time. This upcoming field report segment, I'll have, again, my report from this week. It was primarily break in the new boat, get the motors broken in, get everything kind of figured out. And if you've ever built a boat or bought a new boat, there's always bugs, right? You always got to figure out what is or isn't working correctly, and spent quite a bit of time with that this week, just trying to get those things worked out. But I was able to get a fish or two to the boat, did get some photos, certainly some photos that I've shown in the past of so close photos, but we'll have those here in just a little bit. We're going to cover all the information that you're all used to with the conditions that are currently going on out there, and we'll have the deal of the week from Fisherman's Marine. But this is a different segment. We're actually going to check in with Peyton Major in this first segment this morning. So let's go ahead and jump to some of the photos that everybody's been sending over, and we're starting to see more turkey photos starting to come in, since it is now open the last 3 or 4 days. And has been a pretty good start for everybody from the east side to the west side, but we'll hopefully have some of those to show. 2 for 3 today on the Willamette. This is Dawn. I wonder what day that was, because things have been interesting out there as long as you've been able to make it, or at least get out. There's been some pretty darn good fishing to be had out there. Look at that. A couple of Columbia River giants. Man, look at the one in his right hand. I don't know if maybe he's doing the Oregon hold, trying to get it closer, but that's a toad of a smallmouth. Wow. This is that time of year, everyone, especially with the Columbia being closed down for Chinook fishing. There are options that are out there. Look at that.
Memories.
Memories. 1975. Look at the tails, and if you can't tell, I'm kind of guessing the Silettes, but I could be wrong.
No, it's Dudley's dock on the Willamette.
Well, that's on the Willamette? Oh, right there below Meldrum.
Yeah, down across from Sucker Creek.
Sucker Creek. Okay.
Dudley Nelson.
You're killing me, and I'm on live TV. I can't remember. But look at that. Those are all Chinook tails. Everyone, that's pretty interesting. 1975. We had a lot of fish. We could do it again. We could do it again. Here's another good. This is a great one. Looks like they're trout fishing off a dock. Crest Lake. Yeah, beautiful. Heaven on earth. I can believe it. How nice would that be? Out there with the kids catching some trout, maybe some bass. Who knows? Oh, that's Keith Archer. We're actually going to have him in the studio tomorrow. Late season steelhead. That's a dandy. There's been a little bit of pressure on some of the late winter steelhead. Kind of interesting there. Nice fish. We'll talk with Keith about that tomorrow. Here's a beautiful shot. Trillium Lake. I haven't been there since I was a kid. Looks just as beautiful as I remember it. Mike, thanks for sending it in. It's easy to do, everyone. We'll show you exactly how to send photos in. A number of ways to do so. There's a Willamette fish that looks like. Rod Springer. And you can see the fish flash right there. We'll talk a little bit about some of that kind of fishing here in just a little bit. Nice photo. Here's another one, somebody making a bunch of groceries. Look at all the lingcod. Damon sent us over taco time. I wonder if that's Damon Struhl. If you want to go catch a bunch of those, look up Nomad Fishing. Just write that down. Damon Struble can put you into them. Nice photo, nice quality of lingcod as well. Again, super simple to do. You can also send in videos like this one. Where is this? Kelly sent these in. Oh, no. Oh, no. David, are you seeing this?
Yeah.
A stellar throwing a 6-footer. Oh, my God. Until it... listen, I could get derailed in a second on that one. Come on now. We just had Smelton record numbers show up. We got springers in the system, and they're killing a 30-year-old fish. Jeez. Anyway, sorry to kind of sidetrack everybody with that. Here's how you download photos and videos. It's the easiest way. It's the Fox 12 app. Download it. It's free. Follow along with everything with Outdoor GPS and, of course, KPTV and KPDX. But upload those photos and videos. We love to show you off every Saturday and Sunday morning. Now, don't forget, if you want to win something cool, how about some food? We do giveaways for Scent with Procure, but how about this? GPS@abbeys.com. Once you enter in, you have to do it each week to have that opportunity to win a giant pizza. And my stomach just growled. Interestingly enough, we're going to hold on to Richard's phone call until this upcoming segment. Let's go ahead and check in with Peyton Major. There is the winner from this past week, the Abbeys photo contest. And that's exactly what that is. I may have forgotten that. Peyton, how are you? Looks like the weather this week actually played out just like you had forecasted. We got a little bit of a change coming, though.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of a bummer to wake up to the clouds after a 79-degree day yesterday. Oh, so great. But, okay, let's talk about the Easter weekend forecast. I know lots of plans, maybe today or tomorrow. But we do have a weak offshore flow. This is from the northwest. That's why we're much cooler and obviously back to that typical April pattern. This band of showers that you're watching on our live radar has actually weakened significantly as it continues to move to the southeast. So the good news is I really think the rest of the day will be dry. We're just looking at some lingering clouds in some spots, especially Salem and south. It's already starting to clear if you are in Lincoln City up to the north, so that's good news. Here's the rest of that band. Again, much weaker. We are seeing just a few patchy spots of yellow heading toward Pendleton probably the next couple of hours, but much drier towards central Oregon. All right, Portland forecast for today. We got a beautiful lunch, I think around 58. We'll see more sunshine, just a lot cooler into the 60s, about 10 to 15 degrees cooler than yesterday. And then Easter Sunday is even cooler, 57 degrees, mainly cloudy all throughout the day. We do have a light shower opportunity. I just don't think it's enough to cancel your outdoor plans for. So we're going to continue to have that northwesterly flow, lots of clouds waking up tomorrow morning, and then some light showers here or there lingering throughout, I think around 1 or 2 o'clock, and then really drizzly conditions hugging the western facing slopes. That's going to last into Monday. All in all, not a lot of rain. We're talking just a few hundredths of an inch, and usually that's a little bit generous. So that time frame is till Monday. Then we got improvements. It looks like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we got our warmest days, maybe even a couple more 70s. No 79s, though. And then Friday, that's when those showers return. So quite a mix of everything on this forecast, Owen. But, yeah, we'll get a little bit of rain at least.
Yeah, but looks like a nice forecast. Not necessarily a washout for Easter Sunday.
Yeah, it's good.
That's not bad. Thank you, Peyton. Have a great Saturday. All right, everyone, we're going to cut to a break. When we come back, we're going to jump into the field report. I'll have some photos to show you, some positive, some negative. Also, we're going to make sure you're well aware of what's going on with our current conditions on the Willamette, fish counts, turbidity, all that stuff. We'll be back with that in just a minute.